episode of Fabi and Eileen. If you guys are new here, make sure to press that subscribe button. If you guys are not new here, welcome back to the Pookie game. We have a special guest, not so special because she's always here, but she is Mama Pookie. Everybody. From the title of this episode, guys, we are gonna be interviewing Mama Pookie because you guys have a lot of questions for her. But the main question you guys want to know is Mama Pookie, first impression, how did she feel about me when she first met me? So,
and we are ready. We're nervous. We got our spicy noodles, y'all know I'll get down.
And she's gonna be raw about everything. Like, she's gonna say the truth and only but the truth.
At the end. Hello. I made some spicy noodles.
Goddamn, didn't even let us start the questions.
Oh, got it in.
First things first, hardest thing about being a mom in this generation.
It's hard to protect your children from social media, and as y'all can see, and they both do social media, it was very, very hard for me to accept it at the beginning. Would hardly even watch it because the pranks, the party, the everything, you know, I knew people were gonna come for them. I would read some of the comments and it would just fire me up. People are so unhappy that's why they go and comment. Now I understand everything goes, how everything is. I think the hardest part for this generation as parents and for the generation is social media.
Taking a bite, she got nervous, yo.
No, I want to talk.
You guys are always asking Cindy these questions, but it's always on live. Give you the whole full rundown. How was it like having Eileen so young? How did you feel when you had her? P.S. Love you all.
Love you.
When I had her, because I couldn't wait to have her. Like, I was so excited. Let me just tell y'all, like, I was so happy being pregnant. Feeling of like being pregnant. Comes this llorona, just crying and crying and crying. And on top of that, back then nobody would talk about postpartum depression. Like, that wasn't a thing back then, honestly. And if it was, I had never ever heard about it.
Hispanic culture does not take depression and stuff like that serious.
No. And Eileen was asleep. It was during the day. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, what's depression? La depresión. And my mom's like, what are you feeling? Oh, I want to run away. I love Eileen with all my heart, but like, I want to run away by myself. I don't even want to look back because I know she's going to cry for me and I'm going to get her and take her with me.
This question is past trauma that she has to overcome to the way she is now.
Not going into details, but trauma or what? Because I never really thought about it as a trauma, but I'm sure it was. I knew it was going to cause a lot of traumas for Eileen, so I had to man up and think. To me, it was like, fuck, this what do you want to give Eileen for the rest of her life? Or do you want to gamble and see what the world has for you, for y'all? So whenever I decided to do that, I think that was like the biggest thing in my life that I am so happy that I did end up doing. Me and her dad get along very good, thank God. We could have never done that if we would have lived at home and Eileen would have had a very ugly childhood, like a very traumatic childhood.
I know before, like, I'm not saying he wasn't mature, but I know it made him think about life as well, because I can see what the divorce made him. And now it made me have a better relationship with my mom, a better relationship with my dad. Well, she gets this question a lot. She struggled to separate mom-friend relationship to give advice.
Just go with the flow. I've done that. A lot of my friends have asked me, and it's just like, I've always, like I said, we grew up together, so I've always wanted to be her friend. I'm her mom before anything else. And well, I think we have that line very
I wouldn't cross it.
So since she was little, I always taught her respect, like everybody. It doesn't matter who it is, don't care where we're at, you're gonna respect people. Since then, she has always respected that from me too, especially from me. We're friends, we play around, we joke around, but te pasas, I'm gonna take your phone. I mean, not right now, obviously, but back then. Te pasas, I'm gonna ground you. I'm gonna take your keys.
Oh, you're not going to your friends or anything.
Yes. My advice to you is to always teach your kids to have respect.
I feel like they're always gonna see you as a friend, and if they do something, they're like, oh, well, my mom's cool, like she's gonna let me go. But if you don't show them any discipline,
they're not gonna do whatever they want. But if they do have discipline, they're gonna be scared of you, and they're gonna be like, okay, I know my mom is a mom at the end of the day.
I was about to say that you should be scared of your parents. Like if your kids are not scared of you, you're doing something wrong.
I do believe that
not
too.
Scared of where like, oh, I'm frightened, or I'm like, oh,
but
no.
you're scared to be like, oh my god, I'm scared to ask my mom something.
Yes,
or
scared
like,
enough. But I've always told her like I think she always knew that she could have called me for whatever.
Yes.
Like tampoco no que me tenga el miedo.
but that's where the friend part comes in.
How do you do that?
But that's where the friend part comes in. They know that you're gonna get your ass chewed up, but they know your mom will always have your back at the end of the day.
She's always will be there. Yeah. She always told me like I would never have to go through stuff alone, but you know she's always gonna tell me what's right from wrong. Like
Eileen knew not to be talking crazy to me because I would pop her mouth. I would drown her.
You ain't popping shit.
No, I did.
So next question, guys, trust me, it's gonna get juicier. Get juicier.
You see her.
It's because I was looking at the drones, so I was thinking about the UFOs. How would you feel if Eileen and Fabi decided to have another kid?
I always said, when they ask me, I have always said whatever y'all want to do. Be thrilled if Eileen would have a baby, like it's my blood. I have 2 stepkids that I love with all my heart. Milani that I love with all my heart. If Valerie has kids, I'm gonna love her kids with all my heart. Like if Eileen never has a kid, like I'm never gonna have one of my blood. And I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay with whatever they decide. But at the same time, I mean,
Coming soon, 2025.
She gonna be inside.
She has told us before, but the main thing is like she does want Eileen to carry. But I can also carry Eileen's kid, so at the end of the day, it still be Eileen's blood.
and it's whatever they decide.
Yeah.
To lose my shit if Eileen will carry, like I think I would go crazy.
No, but even if I were to carry her own blood.
I wouldn't lose my shit if you. It's
No, but
you know
it's
what
her.
I mean?
But it's your blood.
No. The baby, obviously, I'm saying like to see
just
her
to see me
pregnant.
pregnant.
Oh, to see her
like,
pregnant.
I
Okay.
would literally lose. my
But the thing
shit.
is, like, me and Eileen have talked about it, y'all. Like having babies, like babies. I said babies. Goddamn, 3 more. She does want to see Eileen pregnant. Eileen does want to be pregnant, but she doesn't want to deal with the whole gaining weight. Like
I just don't know how. Look, like a lot of people ask me, like, would I ever carry? I just don't know if I'm willing to. Like, I don't know why I feel like it's just such a big step to be like, yeah, let me do. It's only 9 months, only, but it's a long time. But I would do it if I don't have to. If I'm happy, which I am happy, you know, it's like maybe I will, maybe I won't, you know. But regardless, I'm happy.
And I always respect their decision.
'Cause Fabi
It's
does
whatever
want-
they
yeah.
decide.
yeah, I want to get
respect
pregnant
that.
so bad, y'all. So bad. But
I would love though if Bobby would carry my babies too. I would. That is the plan. Like
Babies.
babies,
No,
twins,
no.
triplets. No, I'm just kidding.
no, if my mind changes, Fabi would agree too if I would carry. Like she
Yeah.
is. I'm just saying like right now, if we ever would have a baby, like I am down. Like cool. Like if I don't have to go through the pregnancy, like it's still my baby. I feel like I don't know. It's just,
And I always
mean,
respect their decision.
Yeah, and
Whatever
my-
they decide to do, I'm okay with.
Yeah, and my mind is also set to not having kids past 26. It does change and things do happen.
'Cause
I'll
you
be
know,
okay
you
with
always-
it, but I don't want to be pregnant past 26. That's
We're married by 22.
Oh, I was. Had a kid by 21.
Oh, you got a car by 24.
4. Oh. Got a fat ass at 25 now.
Ah.
Okay, fat ass.
You want to build that ass, clap that ass. Motherfucking slap it too if you want to crack that ass.
Eileen, ¿qué tienes?
You told me que tienes. You
Tú te vienes.
Oh.
Next question's a juicy one that you guys have been asking Cindy 24/7. For the most part, Cindy will tell you guys to go watch the Alanites podcast because I did talk about it a little bit there.
She always says that.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I don't like to overstep on anybody. Like I said, I like to respect whatever they decide to show y'all. You know, it's not about me. So I always say go watch Alanites.
Yes,
Shout
shout out
out.
Alanites.
Te amo.
Here because of you. Love you, babe.
Te amo.
So this question, we are gonna get Cindy's POV because we always get Eileen's POV of how she felt that her mom felt. That makes sense. The question is, did you have a hard time accepting Eileen when she first came out?
Yes.
Would you elaborate on why?
I had a hard time just because how ugly the world is and how it was something so shocking. It was shocking. I would ask her here and there and she would lie. I think it was more everything like together, all the emotions, like I was just going through it when I found out. And it was super hard for me to accept it at the beginning.
You have no clue, like at all. Like there was not one thought in your head or
No,
gut
yeah, that's
feeling,
why I
like-
would ask her.
But she had boyfriends. Eileen had boyfriends.
Not before.
I know, but you.
And my first girlfriend was in 8th grade too.
You had a little boyfriend in 3rd grade that I made you break up with him.
Oh, yeah.
Grade,
Yeah.
little
Third grade didn't
Jamie
even
or-
count.
little-
Or like, does she give me a vibe that she's gay? Did you ever think that when she was dating those guys?
No.
There's not no gut feeling like, I think she's gay. Like,
It wasn't like I think she's gay. It was just like I was very tomboyish growing up. So to me, I thought she was gonna grow out of that stage. We're still at this stage. No, I really thought like I would cross my mind that I was like so concerned about. Yo era bien valemadrista y I would rather, I hated, you know what I mean?
Okay, and then you did play basketball as well.
I did play basketball too, yeah. So,
good, yeah.
just like, she was more tomboyish, but not like, she's gonna be with a girl and marry a girl. No, that never crossed my mind, ever.
The girl in question.
Just remember that when I did find out, I knew exactly the way she was hugging that girl. I was like, oh, hey.
Shut up. Wait, you were hugging a girl?
They were outside the school and I went to go pick her up and I was like, oh, that hug. And I was like, you fucking little liar. I was like, that's your girlfriend.
Wait, I want to know what hug was. How was the hug?
I actually don't remember, but I do remember.
Maybe the hand was like under the waist. No, knowing you probably had her hand.
No, I do remember her pulling up though. I was just.
Were you scared?
Yeah, my heart dropped.
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
My heart dropped too.
When my mom found out, mom went through my phone and she found out my first girlfriend. I remember I was shitting my ass. So I can only imagine when she pulled up how you felt.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy. Like moms know like. She knew just by a hug.
You know your kids more than anybody.
That's what I'm saying. Like you could have been hugging your best friend, but they know like that's not your best friend. Like that's just like that was an intimate hug. You know what I mean? When you asked her again after like you found that out, as soon as she got in the car,
I didn't even ask her anymore. I just told her.
She was quiet. I think. Yeah.
I was quiet, and then we got to the house, and I was like, "You've been fucking lying to me." Wow. I said, "I have asked you because I don't remember for what or why." But I had talked about her about things like that, and she would always say no and no. So yeah.
Cool. Why was it so hard for you to accept in high school, or did you not accept it in high school until she got out of high school?
I had a boyfriend in high school, guys. So I was like, okay, well, it was just a little thing, I guess, whatever. I felt like pretending when she had the boyfriend. I even talked to her one time where I was like, Eileen, I don't see you happy. Like me as a mom and concerned about her being with a girl, I could have been like, no, stay with this boy. I was like, Eileen, I don't see you happy. I was like, I don't think this is what I would want for you. I'm like, you should break up with him.
Okay, did you think she wasn't happy because she was with a boy or because she just didn't
like the guy? Because of how he was. He was very controlling.
They cheated on me.
Oh, the cheated one?
Yeah. Very controlling. What I would see, it was the controlling part where I was like,
my mom did tell me to break up with him.
Oh, okay then. Okay, yeah, you broke up with them. And then you didn't have she didn't know about any other girlfriends you had?
I kept them a secret, yeah.
Oh, until you found out.
Only the boyfriends I would tell my parents. I don't go for like the gender. It was just like if you make me happy in the moment or like.
And that's when I started understanding when she sat down with me and she told me that. Of course, when she got older and she was more open about it, she was like, whoever makes me happy that I want to be with, and you're gonna have to understand that. And of course, even then, I was like, oh,
like that guy, like I'm saying, like I had fun with him, like type shit, like we never. It's so weird for you to be with a guy, but like I mean it. Like he actually made me feel like pretty, like as a guy. I guess my dad made me feel that way. And he actually,
you think it was daddy issues?
No. What I'm trying to say is like I know my dad made me.
Because it's true. When people have daddy issues, they go for men for validation. So when they have that male validation in their life that they don't have.
I didn't mean him because like that's what I'm saying. Like I don't care. He's like, you can like girl if you want, but he's like, you're not gonna cheat on me. He's like, that's still cheating. I was like, yeah, I'm not. Like it was like that. And he was he told me I couldn't have a Snapchat or Instagram.
Yes. What? That's whenever I was like, no.
He was real sweet though. Me.
I think he didn't have a Snapchat or a social life, but he was a sweet man.
I felt like they were my forever. But I feel like since I was just like having fun in high school, there is no need to be like, oh, I want to introduce them to the whole family. You know,
I want to be from like girl, boy.
Exactly. Like I wasn't like that either. We're like, if you're just a talking face or if you're just a thing, like I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, let's come over to my birthday dinner. Hell no, because then now I'm gonna remember you at my 12th birthday dinner or my. You know, like now you ruined.
She did not say my 12th birthday.
Not my 12th.
No, I feel that like they'll ruin that memory that you had there, and like they're gonna be in the pictures, and now you gotta I feel that.
Well, to all the moms out there that ask me on my lives, how can they deal with it? Always say pray a lot. Always say, I know for a fact children are the most important thing in your life because There's nobody else that's more important. I started thinking to myself, realizing how wrong I was for I was being with Eileen and not accepting it. Basically, like making her unhappy. So I was like, okay, I'm always trying to protect her from anything that's gonna hurt her or from anything that, you know, it's gonna be cause like a trauma or algo negativo en su vida. And realizing that I'm doing that to her. You know, her to be depressed and sad. So all the moms that are going through it, your child is going through something worse than what you're going through. Let's try to like understand our kids. I'm saying go ahead and accept everything. No. But something like this to where they don't choose who to love. It happens like we are not nadie. Somos sus papás, sí, pero no somos nadie para escogerles el amor que ellos van a tener por el resto de su vida y que los va a hacer feliz. Es un hombre y está con un hombre y tú lo quieres con una mujer y te da el gusto y no va a ser feliz. You don't want that. So just try to be patient, be understandable, pray a lot.
That was good. That
I like
was really
that.
good. That was a really good second to last question.
Yeah.
Last question, you guys. What was her initial thoughts on Fabi when they first met?
Cut. My first thought was party animal. Eileen was going out so much, so I could see that Eileen was liking her, and I was like, oh Jesus, esta huerca, like god damn. So then it was party after party every day, actually. Then
But the reason is, y'all, and not because of everything, but I mean, I was going through a lot. And we were both going through a breakup, but we were also had just turned 21. That was the only life that we knew. We were experiencing everything at the same time.
Also, I never blamed Fabi for all her going out. Like, Fabi always thinks that. She's like, I'm sure you hated me because you... I said, no. I said, nobody makes Eileen do anything.
But you feel like I kind of like... I feel like you feel like I brought that into her life a little bit because, like, you know, she never went out to Houston like that the way that I did.
Whether with you or with somebody else, it was gonna happen. Like, it could have been with friends, cousins. Once she would have started partying, I knew there was gonna be nonstop for a good while because I knew, I mean, lo trae en la sangre.
Hey, yeah.
The lies again. She was like, no más, mi amiga. I was like, ay, por favor, Eileen.
We were friends.
Then, she's pregnant. Okay, well then, I mean, everything that I've thought Kayleen iba a tratar to get with her, that's it. Like, that's not gonna happen.
But did you not want her to get with me even before I was pregnant because I was a party animal? Or like, what was there a thought like, I don't want this girl for her, like in the beginning?
Well, she was in a relationship. So
you
always talk about that.
You told me you were broken up with her at that time.
No, yeah, my mom wouldn't know the little breaks for her.
Like, did you not want her with me in the beginning because I was a party animal, or you're saying because she was in a relationship at that time?
Like, to me, it was just like...
Wait, so I'm confused. Did you know she was broken up with that person, or did you not know?
No, she
and I knew she liked you, and I was like, that is not okay, Eileen. I was like, I did not fucking raise you to be this way. Si andas de cabrona y estás en una relación, eso no está nada bien. That I would tell her a lot. Now with, nada que ver, we're just friends. Like, no. I was like, okay. And then she comes out pregnant. Like, oh, okay, well, that's gonna calm her down. Sí, no va a andar con esas cosas. Nada, full force. I was like, She used to take other girls to the house, too. Well, she would go out with you, and then she would go out with some other girls sometimes.
She's lying. She's lying, man.
Am I?
No. You're the one that's lying. Imagine, would you get mad for real?
Yes.
Of course. That's why I said it. Obviously, why wouldn't
Oh my God, that would have pissed me. I would have literally questioned my whole marriage right now. Literally, I would have.
Hombre, nada más era pura pinche Fabiana.
Ya sabes, tú sabes.
I had to lie.
La gugata de oro. Me gusta.
Should I tell her or no?
Tell me what? Tell me what?
I don't know, girl.
Tell me what?
I'm
sweating.
I swear to God, I'm crazy.
Wait, why am I seeing green?
Huh? Your
Oye,
nails?
se zafó.
No. Wait, why am I seeing green?
Swear to God.
I swear to you, your face is green and so is your face. Like yellow greenish.
Por el
The
luz.
light.
Oh.
Yeah, te candiló.
Dije, ya se va de faint porque piensa que le echó mentiras a Eileen.
Anyway, I ended up getting pregnant and
I I asked her again because y'all had traveled somewhere, Colorado or something. So I asked her again. She would tell me no.
7 months pregnant. 7 months pregnant.
And then I don't even remember when you told
that
me.
about Colorado times. I think I did. I told my mom that me and you liked each other, but we were
I do remember that.
Yeah, I thought we liked each other.
I actually remember when Aileen texted me. I wish I could find the messages.
And
I think they're on my own phone.
This is just, it has nothing with her being a girl, and this has nothing to do with Aileen being with the girl. It would have been the same if she would have been with a guy and the guy has a girl pregnant. As a mom, like, how would you react if Melanie comes home and
I honestly, I always say this, Aileen's a trooper because Aileen really stood up. Like, she was 10 toes about everything. She was very mature about everything. She put aside the fact that I was pregnant, but she literally just, I guess her feelings were stronger for me than like me being pregnant. If Melanie ever told me, like, I would have told her, I'm like, I don't think it's okay for you to do that. Like, I don't think it's a good idea. Obviously, I can't control, like you said, I can't control who she loves, but I would try to guide her, be like, that's not a good idea for your life. Like,
it was super hard. As a mom, it's super hard. When Fabi has a baby and Aileen starts showing up at the house with this newborn, and I'm like, oh my God. Like,
when I was pregnant, when I was pregnant, we weren't really close. Like, we really
you never
talk,
came
like,
over the house.
You would stay at her.
I lived like 45 minutes, like almost an hour away from them, and I didn't have a car.
And then that too, that was super hard because I started seeing Aileen less. And me and Aileen, I mean, we were super close. We were real close. Like, Aileen has always been a homebody. No. I mean, I love that she goes out and everything, and she would still go out. But it was like I will see her less and less and less. And then one day she just shows up with this car seat and a 2-week-old.
3 to 4 weeks.
Okay, from here, like with this.
And Melanie was
tiny baby.
She did fit in her car seat.
No, it was barely.
She looked very tiny in her car seat. So mind you, she doesn't have the mother instincts. We were literally like maybe a month in together, like officially together.
It was hard.
Yeah, me and Cindy barely talked like that. And
like Fabi wouldn't understand my relationship with Aileen, which I get it now. I talked a lot, and like her experience of mother and daughter relationship to where we're super close and we're honest about a lot of things. So Fabi was kind of feeling like if I didn't like her or taking Aileen from her, I don't know.
No, I just felt like Cindy thought I was trying to take her daughter away, like her best friend away, but it wasn't the case. I feel like, first of all, Aileen's a girl. So they have like their nail dates together. They go have coffee dates. They have like, their fun dates. So when I came around, it's like Aileen wasn't spending that time with Cindy.
Mind you, I don't have any siblings either.
Yes.
So it was just
it was always her and her mom.
When I told you I would just be my mom, it was just me and my mom. Like,
I feel like Cindy didn't like me, so I feel like that there was a lot of miscommunication. That miscommunication that I had with Cindy would cause us arguments because I wouldn't say Aileen would always take Cindy's side or my side. Like, she never had a side. She was just always stuck in the middle. She'd be like, well, this is my mom. And then she'd be like, she'd be like, well, this is my girlfriend. So it was like, but I understand, like, at the end of the day, I was a girlfriend, so Aileen didn't really owe any loyalty to me.
And mind you, Aileen had never been the type to be spending the night at other people's houses.
You never let her, right? Yeah. I remember, there was this one time me and Annie were watching Euphoria, remember? And I'm like, babe, why can't you stay? And you're like, my mom won't. But you were drinking that night. I don't know where you were at. I thought you were drinking, and I'm like, well, she's drinking, just try to ask her. She was so scared, y'all. She was like literally prepping herself. That goes back to like, you need to be scared of your parents. So she was like prepping herself. You're like, I don't know what to say. I was like, let me just go to the room and talk to her. And you're like, Aileen was like, okay, if she's drinking and she has people over, then it's okay for me to ask her. If she's not, then I'm not gonna ask her. I'm asking her, and you're like, hi, Aileen, like, I don't know. And you said no at first.
I said no.
Yeah. She would always say no.
Yeah, she said no at first on the phone, and then she texted her after. She's like, you know what, it's okay.
Because I would feel bad because she has never been the type to be like, why, mom? Oh my God.
Like, mom said, like, she said, I wouldn't be the type to argue back.
She would never be the type to question me or argue back. So like, okay. I think I would hang up and then feel bad. So I would be like,
always.
That was on purpose.
To make her feel bad.
Maybe that's how she would manipulate me.
But bro, if I would argue, it wouldn't get me nowhere either.
But yeah, after that one night that she spent, she ended up spending more nights at the house. Like,
so that's when it got real. Like, as a Mexican mom, you already know, esto no es un pinche hotel, Aileen. Like, she would only come home to wash her clothes. I was like, tampoco me vas a estar gastando todo el pinche detergente.
And then, like, so you can just imagine how Cindy felt. Like, she went from having her best friend with her 24/7, her daughter having a girlfriend that she just goes to her girlfriend, and you saw her like
with
maybe
the baby.
Yeah, but you will see Aileen after she started dating me, like what, once a week, twice a week,
sometimes not even, and then she wouldn't like reply to my messages or like she did.
But I would tell her, reply to her, and I would tell her like go have dates with your mom. She was the one that would tell me no, so that will say sometimes at fault it was Aileen because Aileen will give us false information.
And I completely understood because it's new love, everything's fresh. I completely understood, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It was the fact that when she would come home with the baby, it was so hard for me because I was so worried about her. I would literally, like, she would be at the house and I would be like, please, Eileen, like, ¿por qué me haces esto? ¿Cómo me vas a traer esta niña? Me voy a enamorar de esta niña y el día de mañana, si se dejan tú y Fabiana, it's gonna break my heart, so no me voy a enamorar de esta niña. Like, I'm not. I fought so much to, like, just have to guard my heart. You know, when they're not your blood, there's so much you can do. Like I said, you know, I have 2 step kids that I adore. I have gotten my heart broken so many times by Eileen too. But when it's somebody that's not your blood, it's like there's not much you can do but just sit there with the broken pieces and try to put them together by yourself. I was like, there I go again. I'm gonna open my heart with this baby. Adorable. Like, me encanta Melanie. Y se iba Eileen, and diga, mijita, please don't be on your phone. You have precious cargo in your car. Like, I would turn around and bawl. Like, cry and
No.
And Mackie would be like, babe, it's okay. Like, it's okay. She got it. I'm like, I don't know if she got it. Like, I really don't know. Like, she has a whole other human being with her. Like, y Aileen volada en el pinche carro. And I was like, ay, Dios mío, por favor, cuídamela. Cuídame esta bebé. And then she started coming more often because that's whenever you were working.
But Eileen was always so scared to take care of Melanie by herself. So she was like, you know, I feel more comfortable like having my mom around.
Yes, buying
toys,
medicinas and toys and everything.
And the one time she actually took Melanie when I went to go work. Melanie was teething and Eileen didn't know what to do, so Melanie's like crying. Sydney's like, no, let's go. We're going to CVS. We're gonna go get some Tylenol.
She was upstairs in her room because she was like, ma, la traje, pero me voy a ir para el cuarto. Yo la voy a cuidar. Llore, Melanie, llore. So I go upstairs. I'm like, Eileen, por favor, vámonos para la tienda. Melanie was like 4 or 5 months.
I would say she was like 4 months.
So to grab the medicine, Melanie grabbed like 2 toys, and I was like, get the toys too. I was like, okay, I'm in love with this baby.
Yeah, like, that's when she started. After that, she started spoiling Melanie like there's no. Like today, right now, she just bought her a toy. We ended up getting married, and that's when she felt more secure.
No, but
oh god.
Then I'm in the restroom. I'm doing my makeup. Girl walks in. I had just probably got out of like my little spot. I have a little spot in my closet that I pray. I just got out like feeling real recharged, and the Lord is good. She sits down in the jacuzzi part, and she's like, I gotta talk to you, Mom.
Oh,
doing my
God.
makeup. Like, now what? She's like, so I think I'm getting married. Y yo, ¿qué chingados?
I thought you told her through the phone. You told her in person?
She told me there.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Oh wait, was it in person?
She told me there in the restroom, I remember.
You're brave. You are brave because I tell my mom everything through text message. I'm not calling or telling her in person.
¿Estás diciendo, Eileen? I said, yo, I have not even dated for that long.
A year.
Like,
we weren't even a year together.
what is
we
wrong
had just
with
been a
you?
year.
I remember she moved out before.
Yeah.
We were 6 months in and she moved Natalie. She moved
But
out to
to
my
me,
sister.
it was like, okay, they're gonna live together, see if they're gonna make it or not. I mean, it was rough for y'all too at the beginning.
It was. Y'all were sleeping on a couch with my daughter. All 3 of us in a couch, and all my clothes was like in bags. Like that's all I had. I didn't even have suitcases. I had bags of clothes. Me and Eileen's relationship was complete opposite. Like we did everything. I wouldn't say there's always a right way to have a relationship.
No, of course
but
not.
There's not. Yeah.
Our shit was fucking rushed. I wouldn't want it any other way because I feel like me and her went through a really rough patch right in the beginning. Like it taught us a lot more. Like how we are now, you know what I mean?
Yeah, imagine just like finding out stuff by your partner 4 years later that you're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck did I marry?
Yeah, so I feel like we got all that like hard toxic stuff.
Risa Tisa.
No, but it's true. Imagine finding out.
Yeah.
Who the fuck did I marry?
Not
Not toxic and like, you know, young part of us like out of the way in the beginning. Better now. I'm thankful for that.
Me too.
But
She was like, I'm getting married. She's like, and you know, I was like, Eileen, ¿qué es lo que me estás diciendo? Porque, you know, if they do deport her, I'm gonna move to Colombia with her. I was like,
baby, you said that?
I know Eileen, and I know how independent she's always been, gracias a Dios, that I was like, I called her dad. I remember, I'll go back to the restroom part when she was telling me that, but I do remember calling her dad and telling him, and he was like, está loca la niña, ¿cómo que se va a casar? And I was like, pues dijo que si deportan a Fabi y a Melanie, que ella se va a ir porque son el amor de su vida. And he's like, no. Le dije, no, sí. Le dije, she will do it, Jose Juan. Le dije, she will move to Colombia. Ser en Colombia no tengo idea. And back to the restroom, and she's like, no. She's like, she really needs, you know, somebody so they can they won't deport her and that for her and I can help her, I'm gonna do it. I told her, I said, look, I raised you to do everything for the person that you love, possible that you can, to help, to make them happy. So I was like, I can't even be that mad at you. I said I wouldn't want it this way because I'm super honest. I'm like, I wouldn't want it this way. But, you know, if that's what's gonna happen, that's what's gonna happen.
Never sit here and think couples are perfect because they're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Cindy's married 13 years and she has problems all the time.
She be fighting left and right.
I'm just kidding. No, but it's normal, y'all. Like, if you don't fight with your partner, then there's something wrong. Y'all don't like each other. Yeah, y'all don't like each other. I don't care what anybody says.
No. Es horrible cuando estás peleando, que cuando andas con pedos me choca, but at the same time, like.
But I mean, it's problems, y'all. You nitpick, but I feel like if you have like a boring relationship, I feel like y'all don't like each other because like, why are y'all not bothered by what somebody does? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you should care, and if you don't care, then it's weird.
Yeah, if you don't care what your partner does or the way they act sometimes or whatever, you really don't care for that person.
Yeah. There's something wrong with that because I don't believe in a perfect relationship.
If it's perfect, there's something wrong.
Yeah, there is, exactly. Oh, y'all made it to the end of this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe. We'll see you guys tomorrow on Vlogmas Day 17.
Bye,
Pookie.